This is a quiz on geography facts everyone should know. It's not meant to be too difficult, so if you're looking for something harder, try some of my other videos. And if you don't know all the answers, that's okay, because it's a great way to learn some new geography facts. I wonder how many you'll get correct. Let's find out. Which continent covers the greatest land area? Asia, Africa, or Antarctica? The correct choice there is Asia. Which continent has the largest population of people? North America, Asia, or Africa? That one again is Asia. What is the largest desert in the world by total area? Is it Antarctica, the Arabian, or the Sahara? This could be a tricky one. The answer is Antarctica. It's technically a desert. Approximately what percent of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere? 90, 70, or 50? The correct choice there is 90%. Which lake, that's not considered a sea, is the largest in the world by surface area? Is that Victoria, Michigan, or Superior? That is Lake Superior. Approximately what percent of the Earth's surface is covered by water? 83, 71, or 52%? The answer, 71%. What is the largest country in the world with no permanent rivers? Is that Algeria, Saudi Arabia, or Libya? The correct one there, Saudi Arabia. Which two countries tie for the most land borders with other nations? Brazil and Zambia, Germany and France, or China and Russia? The two with the most, China and Russia. Which is the largest hot desert on Earth? Is it the Sahara, Kalahari, or Gobi? That is the Sahara. Australia is recognised as a continent in some countries, while in others it's classified as part of which region? Antarctica, Oceania, or Asia? The answer is Oceania. Okay, this is probably a great time just to clarify something before we continue with the quiz. There is no one single universally accepted definition of a continent. It's true, in some places it's taught that North and South America are separate continents, in others it's one continent. Same goes for Eurasia, or Europe and Asia, and Australia or Oceania. So for the sake of this quiz, I'm going to use the 7-continent model, this one that I was taught. If you use something else, let me know what it is in the comments down below. So now that that's cleared up, let's continue with the quiz. Which continent contains the most countries? Is it Europe, Asia, or Africa? The one with the most is Africa. What's the world's longest above water mountain range? The Appalachians, Andes, or Himalayas? The answer, the Andes. By area, what's the world's largest archipelago? The Malay, Caribbean, or Japanese? The largest, the Malay. Which country has the highest number of spoken languages? Is that Nigeria, Papua New Guinea, or Cameroon? The one with the most, Papua New Guinea. Which river is officially listed as the world's longest by Guinness World Records? The Yangtze, Nile, or Amazon? Officially, it's the Nile. Which country has the world's longest total coastline? Canada, Russia, or Australia? The answer is Canada. The world's longest international land border is shared by which two countries? Brazil and Argentina, the United States and Canada, or Russia and China? That's shared by the United States and Canada. Roughly what percentage of all water on Earth is salt water? 97, 75 or 50%? It's a whopping 97%. The vast majority of Earth's fresh water is found where? In rivers and lakes, ice caps and glaciers, or in the atmosphere? The answer: ice caps and glaciers. Which country is the flattest country on Earth? The Maldives, Qatar, or Netherlands? The flattest is the Maldives. What's the world's highest plateau? Is it the Altiplano, Colorado, or Tibetan? It is the Tibetan. Which country has the most officially recognised time zones? The United States, France, or China? You may be surprised to learn the answer's France. Which is the driest inhabited continent on Earth? Is it Africa, Australia, or Asia? It is Australia. Which of the Earth's oceans is the shallowest? The Southern, Indian, or Arctic? The shallowest is the Arctic. Which is the deepest lake on Earth? Baikal, Tahoe, or Tanganyika? The deepest, Lake Baikal. What is the tallest uninterrupted waterfall in the world? Victoria, Angel, or Tugela Falls? The highest is Angel Falls. What is the Earth's lowest surface point on dry land? The Dead Sea Shore, Caspian Depression, or Death Valley? The answer: the Dead Sea Shore. What is the name of the deepest known point in Earth's oceans? Is it the Tonga Deep, Puerto Rico Trench, or Challenger Deep? Named after the ship that discovered it, the answer is Challenger Deep. What's the world's largest freshwater lake by volume? The Caspian Sea, Lake Victoria, or Lake Baikal? That is Lake Baikal. Which country has the smallest land area in the world? Is that Liechtenstein, Vatican City, or San Marino? That is Vatican City. Which city is the most populated in the world? Shanghai, Tokyo, or Delhi? The answer: Tokyo. What's the world's second highest mountain? Is it K2, Broad Peak, or Makalu? It is K2. What is the world's largest island that is not a classic continent? Sumatra, New Guinea, or Greenland? The answer: Greenland. Which is the largest country on Earth by land area? Is it Canada, Russia, or Brazil? It is Russia. Which country has the world's largest population in 2025? Is it India, China, or Indonesia? It is India. Which country has the smallest population? Monaco, San Marino, or Vatican City? That is Vatican City. Which ocean is the deepest on Earth? The Pacific, Indian, or Arctic? Home to Challenger Deep is the Pacific Ocean. Which hot desert is considered the driest on Earth? The Sonoran, Kalahari or Atacama? The driest, the Atacama. The lowest natural temperature ever measured on Earth, -89.2, was recorded where? Alaska, Siberia or Antarctica? That was in Antarctica. What is the hottest desert in the world? The Gobi, Lut or Sahara? The hottest, the Lut Desert. What is the world's smallest island nation? Maldives, Palau or Nauru? The answer is Nauru. What's the largest bay in the world by area? Biscay, Hudson or Bay of Bengal? The largest, the Bay of Bengal. What's the largest sea in the world by area? The Philippine, Caribbean or Mediterranean? The answer, the Philippine Sea. Which nation has the shortest coastline in the world? Syria, Jordan or Monaco? The shortest belongs to Monaco. Which capital city is the world's highest above sea level? La Paz, Kathmandu or Quito? The highest administrative capital is La Paz in Bolivia. Which capital city is the world's lowest lying at 28 meters below sea level? Is it Male, Baku or Amsterdam? The lowest is Baku. Which is the largest peninsula on Earth? The Scandinavian, Iberian or Arabian? The largest is the Arabian Peninsula. What is the largest river delta in the world? The Nile, Amazon or Ganges Brahmaputra Delta? The largest is the Ganges Brahmaputra Delta. Which continent experiences the highest average temperatures? Africa, South America or Australia? The highest on average is Africa. Which is the largest landlocked country in the world? Niger, Kazakhstan or Mongolia? The answer is Kazakhstan. Which is the world's largest gulf? The Gulf of Alaska, Aden or Mexico, aka America? The answer is the Gulf of Mexico or America if you're from the States. Which city is considered the coldest in the world? Anchorage, Reykjavik or Yakutsk? The coldest is Yakutsk. Which country has the highest mean elevation above sea level? Your options are Switzerland, Bhutan or Nepal. The answer, Bhutan. The world's largest active volcano is located in which country? United States, Indonesia or Philippines? That's found in the United States. Which mountain's summit is the farthest point from Earth's centre? Chimborazo, K2 or Everest? The answer is Chimborazo. The world's hottest air temperature ever officially recorded was recorded where? Timbuktu, Riyadh or Death Valley? The answer? Death Valley. Which is the largest tropical rainforest in the world? The Southeast Asian, Congo or Amazon rainforest? The largest, the Amazon. Which country has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites? Italy, Spain, or the United Kingdom? The country with the most is Italy. Which ocean has the warmest average surface waters? The Pacific, Atlantic, or Indian? The warmest is the Indian Ocean. What is the world's longest cave system? Mammoth Cave, Jewel Cave, or Carlsbad Caverns? The answer is Mammoth Cave. What name is given to the line of 0 degrees latitude? Is that the Tropic of Cancer, the Equator, or the Prime Meridian? That is the Equator. The mighty Amazon River has its source in which mountain range? The Andes, Carpathians, or Sierra Nevada? The answer, the Andes. What is the longest river flowing through Asia? The Ganges, Mekong, or the Yangtze? The answer, the Yangtze. Which South American country is the largest by land area? Colombia, Brazil, or Argentina? That one is Brazil. Which country has the highest number of islands in the world? Sweden, Indonesia, or Canada? If you don't already know it, this will probably surprise you. The answer is Sweden. Which African country has the largest population? Ethiopia, Nigeria, or Botswana? The answer is Nigeria. What is the highest mountain in Africa? Mount Meru, Kilimanjaro, or Kenya? The highest is Mount Kilimanjaro. Which country is Africa's largest by land area? Is that Egypt, Ethiopia, or Algeria? That is Algeria. Which is the largest nation in the Caribbean? The Dominican Republic, Cuba, or Jamaica? The largest is Cuba. What is the longest river in Europe? The Volga, Rhine, or Danube? The longest in Europe, the Volga. What is the largest desert in Asia, spanning approximately 2.3 million square kilometers? The Thar, Gobi, or Arabian Desert? And contrary to popular belief, the answer is the Arabian Desert. What is the largest lake in Africa by surface area? Lake Victoria, Malawi, or Chad? That would be Lake Victoria. Which is larger, the total land area of all the continents or the Pacific Ocean? Which do you think? A larger choice there, the Pacific Ocean. Which country has the highest number of active volcanoes? Indonesia, Russia, or the United States? The most active volcanoes, Indonesia. What is the tallest mountain outside Asia? Kilimanjaro, Aconcagua, or Denali? The answer, Aconcagua. The majority of tsunamis happen in which ocean? The Pacific, Atlantic, or Indian? Most are in the Pacific. Which mountain range can be found in northern Africa? The Alps, Carpathians, or Atlas? The correct choice there, the Atlas Mountains. The Nubian Desert is located on which continent? Africa, North America, or Asia? That's in Africa. The Serengeti National Park is found in which country? Tanzania, South Africa, or Zimbabwe? That's in Tanzania. What is the tallest mountain in the Alps and all of Western Europe? The Matterhorn, Mont Blanc, or Monte Rosa? The answer is Mont Blanc. The Suez Canal links the Mediterranean Sea to which other sea? The Black, Arabian, or Red Sea? The answer, the Red Sea. Which is the most populous city in South America? Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires, or Santiago? The most populous, Sao Paulo. What body of water separates Siberia in Asia from Alaska in North America? The Kara Sea, Gulf of Alaska, or Bering Strait? The answer, the Bering Strait. The Zambezi River is famous for which massive waterfall? The Rainbow, Victoria, or Tugela Falls? That is the Victoria Falls. Which desert is also known as the Great Indian Desert? The Thar, Gobi, or Karakum? The answer, the Thar. What is the highest active volcano in Europe? Mount Vesuvius, Mount Stromboli, or Mount Etna? The highest is Mount Etna. Which is the longest mountain range located in Africa? The Ethiopian Highlands, the Atlas Mountains, or the Rwenzori Mountains? The longest range in Africa, the Atlas Mountains. The Caribbean island of Hispaniola is shared by which two nations? Jamaica and Dominica, Cuba and Haiti, or Dominican Republic and Haiti? That's shared by the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Which Central American country links North and South America? Guyana, Honduras, or Panama? That is Panama. Iguazu Falls are found on the border of which two countries? Brazil and Argentina, Nepal and India, or Tanzania and Malawi? The correct options there, Brazil and Argentina. Which lake sits very high in the Andes on the border of Peru and Bolivia? Lake Argentino, Valencia, or Titicaca? The answer is Lake Titicaca. Madagascar is located in which ocean? The Pacific, Indian, or Atlantic? That's in the Indian Ocean. The Galapagos Islands are part of which country? Ecuador, Guatemala, or Costa Rica? They are part of Ecuador. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? Is it Crete, Sardinia, or Sicily? It is Sicily. The Cayman Islands are located in which sea? The Caribbean, Tasman, or Mediterranean? They are in the Caribbean. Which country has the most land borders within Europe? Poland, Austria, or Germany? The correct choice there, Germany. Which country is home to the largest number of trees in the world? Is that Russia, India, or Brazil? And because of its sheer size, the answer is Russia. Which location holds the record for the most rain in a single year? Kampala, Cherrapunji, or Birmingham? The record is held by Cherrapunji. Which strait separates Europe from Asia at its narrowest point? Magellan, Dardanelles, or Bosporus? That is the Bosporus Strait. And is Russia larger than Africa? What do you think? No or yes? The answer is no, it's not. Now, if you'd really like to improve your knowledge, quizzes are a great way to do that. I've got more geography quizzes for you here, or if it's your general knowledge you'd like to improve, I recommend starting with these. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again on a future quiz.